Hello, everybody. Can you hear me okay? Oh, let me take my mask and I'll step back. Hello. Hi, so good to see you in person, not through the screen. You still have legs. Great. We are very, very happy to have you here and happy to have this event today, graduation ceremony. Before we start, let me just recognize some of the backstage people to make this event happen. Jody Bailey, she's a vice president, I believe, for student affairs. She was supposed to be here just to stop by, but she's not here. But she was our go-to person to make this event happen when we were thinking about holding this event. There are a lot of questions, like, okay, we should probably do non-contact temperature check, and what kind of line from the CDC guidelines should we include in the invitation, and Jody had all answered. So without her help, we were not able to have this event. And Victor from Campus Live, he's been very helpful to have this event. And then Paul is making it possible to live stream this event. So there are a lot of people who helped us have this event today. So thank you.
Okay, so welcome everyone. What a year, right? I think that's an understatement for sure. But you all have definitely endured and persevered, and that's something definitely worth celebrating. Because we as faculty, we're personally inspired by you all, because not only did you complete your program, but you did it within the context of a pandemic and social, political, racial unrest. And that took a lot of strength. And so we're very proud of you, and I know your friends and family are very proud, and I hope you're proud of yourselves as well. So we're really excited to just get this started and to celebrate you. So congratulations, classes of 2020 and 2021.
So it has been really rough 19 months since the pandemic started. Our life became upside down. And the toughest moments for sure for everybody were the moments when you had to say goodbye to your loved ones. And I know many of you experienced that painful goodbye during the last 19 months. Parent, grandparents, cousin, friends, classmate, pet, and then, of course, our faculty member, your professor, our colleague, Professor Scott Nelson. I'm trying not to cry, but when we met through Zoom after we heard about this sad news, I remember one student said he was my counseling dad, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you can relate to that remark. He had perfect attendance for graduation. He never missed any. And I have perfect attendance for graduation as well, but I often snuck out after our students walk the stage because then I'm done. But Scott always stayed until the end. So he definitely earned the true perfect attendance award for graduation. And his record keeps going because today we have his wife, Julia, and his son, Justin, are attending to this ceremony. So I'm going to ask Justin to make some speech.
Oh, thank you guys. It is such an honor to be here with you guys. You guys have accomplished something. This might be the most important day of your life, and you will never forget it. And I know my dad, he will always be working every night and day to make sure his students came first. And he would always be in the basement, working on Zoom especially. And I've been in the basement recently, and I found a lot of textbooks. And so I know you guys put in a lot of work, day in, day out. But look where you're at today. It's all worth it at the end. And so the love that you guys have shown and welcomed, Mother and I, my entire family, the faculty and students, we appreciate every single one of you guys because my dad wouldn't be who he is without his students, right? And NJCU as a whole. And so just the little things, especially like the ties out front. It's been a few months since he passed away, and those ties are just what kind of, stand out about him. He would always wear a tie everywhere he went, a bow tie specifically, bow tie. And I know when he tried to show me how to tie a bow tie, it took me at least 2 months. I gave up in the beginning. I was like, it's not for me. And so he was like, no, just try it. And eventually I got it. And it was a little rough at first. But again, I kind of just showed with continuous practice and just continuous work just to keep on pushing through. And he was always on my neck. I'm like, oh, come on, keep on trying it. Like, don't give up. And I can only imagine that's how he was with his students. And though it was first hard, it was challenging, there was many steps in the way and times that you just didn't worry or didn't care or didn't want to do it. But you had to persevere through that. And I'm wearing a yellow tie, one that's his favorite color that kind of stands out. Also has dogs on it. And he cared about his family, his students, and his dog named Jake, our dog named Jake. And he is very loving, as many of you guys kind of felt that through him, even through Zoom, as hard as it can be. So again, now that you guys have graduated, about to graduate, you guys still have a whole life ahead of you and have learned a lot. Hopefully, my dad has a special part in your heart in terms of your experience through college, and that you continue to spread his word. 'Cause I know that's the only thing that he would actually want, is to see his students continue to succeed and thrive through all the challenges in their way and your way. Thank you.
Welcome, everyone, and I want to say thank you. My husband, Scotty, loved his students, loved to teach, and through this pandemic, he worked hard. And again, I want to say thank you to everyone because you all showed a lot of love to him, to us, to his family, and we're so grateful that all of you were involved in his life. And thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you. So I want to believe he's watching today, participating with that big smile, and then of course with that dapper bow tie. So let's take a moment of silence and think about all those who can't be with you physically today, but let's think about it, including Professor Nelson, and just in your head, shout to them, I did it, I got master's degree, I'll be a counselor. So let's take a moment of silence. Thank you.
So the Department of Counselor Education is very, very fortunate to have the dean that we do. Dr. Deborah Wu is an outstanding supporter of our program, of our department, and just a great advocate for us. And I don't know if she's aware, but she has a lot of counselor-like qualities to her, which makes her a great fit for our program as well. And so we as a faculty are super thankful to have her as a dean. And even though you as students may not have interacted with her as much as we have, trust me when I say that our program is as strong as it is because of her support, and because of her tireless work behind the scenes for us. So again, we're super thankful to have her, and her presence here today definitely speaks volumes. So if we could give a warm welcome to Dr. Deborah Wu to give some remarks.
Good evening, everyone. I am so honored and thrilled to be here with you tonight. I told the faculty they weren't allowed to let out the secret, but I'm going to share it with you. This is my favorite department. Because of the students and the faculty and the staff in this department. The work that you do is so important to the world. It's so important to every person that you come into contact with. And you have chosen this profession. You could have chosen lots of different professions. You chose this one because you want to help people and you want to be that person that changes people's lives. So I want to tell you how very proud the university is of you, and in particular your dean. You have done such amazing work. It is very, very difficult to become a counselor. You know that because you've done it. It's very hard. And during a pandemic, it's almost impossible. But you did it. So I hope that you will celebrate this graduation, whether you graduated in 2020 or you graduated in 2021. It is still a major, major accomplishment, and I hope you get a chance to talk to those people that graduated in 2020 because they can tell you some stories now that they're out in the field full time. So I just hope that you celebrate tonight. I hope you celebrate at our commencement ceremony next Tuesday on the 15th. And I hope that you have wonderful, prosperous, fulfilling lives because you've earned it. Congratulations, all of you.
All right, so we are super excited, but I know you are so excited too. Your family members are very excited, and we want to hear from you. And then we wish that we could ask all of you to make a speech, but because of the time constraint, we asked 3 students to make a speech. I'm pretty sure you're super excited about graduating and not writing more reflection papers and TK 20 and all that. So let me introduce first student speaker. She's a graduate of 2020, Donya Johnson.
Good afternoon, everybody. I didn't expect to hear my name from somewhere over there. I just want to say congratulations to the class of 2021. You did it, and you are here, and I am so happy and blessed to have been asked to come and speak at your ceremony. I know it's supposed to be mine too, but 2020, you know. Let's forget about it, why don't we? Let's just bury it and let it go, okay? I was asked to just give some reflections on my time here at NJCU and maybe a takeaway. And for the takeaway, I just want to say to everybody, you're ready. You're ready. Yeah. Clap for that, because you are. You're ready. That was my biggest fear when I walked out of the doors. I didn't feel like I was ready. I felt like I didn't learn anything. How could they trust me with somebody's life? But I was ready, and you are too. And it'll all come to you as you come out the doors, and you're going to be fine. As I was thinking about my reflections, and I thought about 2 things, because I only have 5 minutes. But before I even stepped on the campus, I had to email Professor Ogawa for assistance in something. I didn't know her, had never been here. Her kindness and her response to me, and her continued assistance of me let me know that I was choosing the right place to come, to pursue this career that I had put off for so long. She let me know I was in the right place. The second thing I thought of was when we start practicum and we have to go out into the community, and again, people's lives are in our hands, really. I had Professor Twazan, his first semester here on campus, and I had a lot of difficult clients. I was working at the inpatient involuntary unit at Trinitas, so I had a lot of stuff to work out. And every week I would go to class, and I would be like, oh my God, what am I going to do with these clients? And Professor Twazan would stand there and look at me with this radiant smile that he has, shake his head, and he would say, but Danya, such rich experiences. That's what he would say all the time. And he was right. They were such rich experiences, and that is exactly what I think of when I think of NJCU. Very rich experiences for me. While I have mentioned two of the professors today that have touched me deeply, in all actuality, all of them should be recognized because they are the most important part of our experience. They pour into us while we're here, and they help us after we get out. I email Ogawa regularly, right? We're still in communication. So I'm going to yield the rest of my time because LaShante has come to recognize the professors.
Congratulations, 2020, 2021. Y'all did it. Come on, give yourself a hand clap. Woo! As you can see, I am not the quiet type, okay? Let me take my mask off a little bit. But I wanted us to take this moment in time to really stop and give appreciation to the amazing men and women in the counseling department. You professors rock. It's because of you. Yes, it's because of all your hard work, those late nights, the studying, those papers, all of those different things. But it's because the impartation that you've given each and every one of the students. This is why we can wear a cap and gown. I'm not going to be before you long, but we want to just say thank you. So on behalf, and we know that this year has been a rough year. Justin, you said that your dad was who he was because of the students, but the students are who they are because of the professors. So we have some gifts on behalf of the student body. We have these plaques. I don't see Professor Giorgio here, but let me just read hers. New Jersey City University Appreciation Award presented to Dr. Jean Giorgio for your labor of love and commitment to the counseling students of New Jersey City University. You have stuck by us through unprecedented times. Because of you, we will always remember to trust the process. Anybody remember that? Come on, let's give it up for our professors. Woo! Yes. Thank you for your time.
You guys are always unexpected. I forgot I was doing MC. Thank you, Donya. Thank you, Lashanti. So the next speaker is graduate of 2021, this year, sorry. And I just busted the secret. She didn't tell the parents that she was making a speech, and then when I was greeting her, I was like, isn't that great? She's making speech today. And they were like, what? So I'm sorry I ruined the surprise, but Miosares, please come here.
Good afternoon, fellow graduates, faculty, staff, and loved ones. What an honor it is to be asked to speak today. It is so great to see all of you after over a year apart. I really could not think of a better reason to reunite than to celebrate our graduation. Can you hear me now? Okay. I would like for all of us in the graduating class to take a second to really soak in all that we accomplished. We completed a master's program all while navigating a pandemic. This is a badge of honor we never imagined obtaining, but yet here we are. I know this past year has been one of stress, uncertainty, and scrambling for direct hours, but it was one of laughter, support, and solidifying everlasting connections. While it seemed like the world was quite literally on fire, the counseling department always felt like a second home that provided us with a sense of security and stability. It's hard to believe that this part of our journey is coming to an end. I still vividly remember walking onto campus for my interview. I was scared, nervous, and I actually think I was running a bit late, but I'm here graduating, so it worked out. I got in. We've all grown in so many ways since starting this program. I remember prior to entering this program, my therapist told me in these next couple years, I would learn a lot about myself. And he was right. NJCU has not only given me the knowledge and the skills needed to be a better counselor, but it was also a place for me to become a better Mercedes. This program has really changed me in so many ways. I went from a quiet student to one who, as Dr. Twazon and Dr. Ogawa would say, was doing everything. I was able to present at a state conference with two of my close friends. I lost my place. Provide counseling in Spanish, and represent NJCU at the ACA Graduate Student Ethics Competition, which we won first place. All while juggling... All while juggling a bunch of other tasks, responsibilities, and classes. Quite literally everything. However, I would not change anything I did. These experiences have shaped me both professionally and personally, and for that I am forever grateful. Graduate school is really no easy task. Graduate school during a pandemic is even a harder one, but here we are on the other side. I want to thank the faculty and the staff at the program for their constant, unwavering support. The faculty and staff always made themselves available, even in a time where we all suffered a great loss. Thank you so much for making our experience so wonderful, helping us realize our true potential, and as Dr. Lin would say, challenging us for greater learning. Dr. Ogawa, Dr. Giorgio, Dr. Twazon, Dr. Lin, Dr. Agaskar, and Dr. Wambu, thank you. Professor Nelson, we did it. I know you're here keeping up with your tradition of attending every graduation. We miss you dearly. I would like to close by thanking all the loved ones and friends who have provided us graduates with much needed support. Whether you are here in the room with us, watching online, or somewhere else, thank you. To the wonderful friends and colleagues in this program, thank you for always being there. Thank you for every walk back to the parking deck, every group project, every discussion about our future goals, and everything in between. And to my family, to mommy, daddy, my sisters, my son, my nieces, and my fiance, thank you so much for your constant love and support. Throughout every late night, every paper, every client, every presentation, you were there cheering me on. You reminded me to take breaks and not to stress. And anytime I was worried about something, you assured me that I would be okay. Words cannot describe how much I appreciate everything you do. So finally, congratulations to our graduating class. We did it. I know our next chapter will be even greater, and I can't wait to see all the amazing things that come our way. Thank you.
All right, so last but not least, the next student speaker is graduate of 2021. I hope I pronounce your name right this time. Vidura. Right.
It's not in my earring, right? It is, okay. Hello, everyone. Can everyone hear me? All right, okay. Good afternoon, faculty, future colleagues, family, and friends. It is an honor to stand here before you today. I could end this speech quickly by saying, all right, guys, we did it. We made it. We are graduating. Now go be great. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take the time to explain what this program meant to me and really just share some words of encouragement. When I began this new chapter of my life in this program 3 years ago, I was scared, nervous, and worried. I didn't know what to expect from the graduate program at NJCU. I didn't know anyone, there was a fear of the unknown, and there were so many uncertainties. Little did I know that I would embark on a journey that would create lifetime friendships, relationships, and a sense of belonging. I remember my first 2 classes, Theories with Dr. Igawa and Skills with Dr. Agaskar. I remember looking at my syllabus and thinking, this is crazy. How am I going to manage this? I believe in Theories, the first class, we picked out toys that identified who we were, and we drew a picture. And I remember saying to myself, oh my goodness, I'm playing with toys and drawing in grad school. But this lowered everyone's anxiety, and it was much appreciated. Then when I had Dr. Agaskar, I remember her voice being so peaceful. I remember her encouraging us constantly, and I remember her always reminding us that she's there to support us and we're never alone. Those intro classes started me off on a journey that I believe was amazing and fulfilling. I thought to myself, if all these professors were going to be this amazing and relaxed and even supportive, then the first 2 that I got, then I got this. The atmosphere of the counseling department created a family environment. I feel like the professors and the students, they were my other family. My classmates became my second support system. We looked out for each other. We vented to each other. We conquered assignments, and we comforted each other. Professor Nelson, may you rest in paradise. He understood our internship struggles during the pandemic, and he kept us balanced. Our internship hours for him weren't as important as our mental health. After we explained all of our frustrations, he would always just follow up with, but how are you feeling though? I'm sure everyone is incredibly grateful and privileged to have had the honor to have had him in their life. So Professor Nelson, thank you, you were missed. Dr. Lynn, unfortunately, I couldn't have you in any classes due to scheduling. I wish. But I spoke to Mercedes, and she said that you've always been super helpful and always encouraging, so thank you. Dr. Wambu kept us grounded. She made sure she challenged us with every assignment, which in turn made us challenge ourselves, but also encouraged us to read so that we can earn those check your knowledge candies. Something so simple really meant a lot. Dr. Giorgio, you encouraged us, supported us, introduced us to group dynamics, and took us out of our comfort zone. She saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. Thank you for being the vessel, and thank you for being a hugger. It meant so much. Dr. Tuzon, you created a family environment, literally. Through your Genogram project, it helped everyone to discover themselves and our own family dynamics. We were able to discover family dynamics through role play. I was able to be a husband in a role play with my lovely wife, who I thought would probably be here. Oh, there she is. Hey, Erica. But we really enjoyed ourselves, and it was really great to just learn family and couple counseling that way. This program brought the best out of me. It helped me reach my full potential, and it gave me the opportunity to network with others and build partnerships. As we go on as counselors, we must remember that we are in the business of helping others and putting them first. We have to block out our own biases and focus on the needs of our clients. Remember, and take care of yourself and practice self-care. We cannot take care of our clients if we don't take care of ourselves. As we close upon this journey, I want the graduates to know that as this chapter ends, we begin another filled with new challenges and obstacles that we are going to conquer. Remember that when things get tough, that tough times do not last, but tough people do. You survived grad school, so you got this. Remember, trust the process. Finally, I would like to thank my parents for all their love and support. Thank you for never giving up on me and the constant words of encouragement. To my father, for all the, it's cool, Vidora. God loves you, and I love you. To my mom, for all the mommy hugs that break me down into tears, but let it out. You guys are the real MVP. Because of them, I am who I am. And because of the family and friends that have prayed for me. So, graduates, from words of Dr. Seuss, from all the places you'll go, you're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. Congratulations, you got this. Guys, go be great. Thank you.
So it is a true honor to have Dr. David Julius Ford Jr. as our commencement speaker. Dr. Ford is a powerhouse in the counseling profession. His presence is well known and felt in the field, and he is such a powerful force in our field because he is such a fierce advocate for others, especially the marginalized. He currently serves as the New Jersey Counseling Association president, and his leadership is much needed at this time, especially with what's going on in our world and society. And that's because he pushes the counseling profession and society as a whole, not only in New Jersey, but also across the nation into greater depths of equity and social justice. And I think personally that it's really special that we have, in light of the loss of our irreplaceable and beloved Scott Nelson, that we have an African-American counselor educator who is also known for his bow ties to be our commencement speaker today. So if we could give a warm welcome to Dr. Ford.
I don't know who he was talking about, but I'll try my best to fill those shoes. Thank you, Dr. Toison. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Dr. David Julius Ford Jr. My pronouns are he, him, and his. And the identities I hold dear right now are queer, Black, Southern, and Baptist. I also pay homage to the Lenape Indians on whose stolen land we now sit and occupy, and to my ancestors who were stolen from their native lands in Africa, brought over here, whipped, chained, and are still experiencing the after effects of slavery and white supremacy. I bring to you some words of wisdom, words that helped me through one of the toughest times in my life, becoming a member of the greatest fraternity known to man, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. And I was the ace, and you know the ace gets the most trouble. But I won't be for you long because like the good Baptist I am, I'm going to say my 3 points and sit my ass down. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloodied but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of my years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, nor charged with punishment the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. So what does all that bullshit mean you just spewed, Dr. Ford? I'm glad you asked. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. As we sit on the beautiful campus of New Jersey City University, having come through 19 months of being home, under restriction, sitting in front of a computer screen, not having the embrace of our loved ones that don't live in our houses, not being able to go to our respective places of employment, not being able to worship with our brethren and our sisters, our trans family, whomever we attend our places of worship with, or we just want to socialize with our family and friends. The night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole. We had no clue how long this pandemic was going to last. But I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. No matter what we did not know, what we did know is that we're going to endure this. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Life is going to throw a lot of shit at you. Your professors are going to give you assignments that you think have nothing to do with you becoming a counselor. You're going to get that client that is going to meet you smack dab in the bottom of your issues and make you turn the mirror on yourself and wonder, is this the right profession for me? But then we get that professor at New Jersey City University that tells us, you've got this. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, we don't know what clients we're going to get. And yes, they may beat us up and beat us down, but I'm going to come back next week and still sit with this client. My head is bloodied but unbowed. Yes, I have the battle scars of clients, the battle scars of racism, and I'm going to put a pin right there, as my pastor would say. The counseling profession is white and has been the harbinger of white supremacy. The medical profession is white and has been the harbinger of white supremacy. The social work profession, the psychology profession, criminal justice, which is a misnomer because there is no justice in that, has been the harbinger of white supremacy. So, dealing with the white supremacy that is in academia, that is on college campuses, and dealing with the white supremacy of our own profession, Our head is bloodied, but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of my years finds and shall find me unafraid. We don't know what's going to meet us after we leave this building. You all are coming to a profession that is there for the people. You've learned all these theories, and now the time has come for you to put those theories into practice. I think I heard someone say earlier that you're ready. You're ready. So no matter what comes your way, you have the tools to withstand that and to excel. And like I tell my students, you learned in my classes how to shake shit up. Now the time has come for you to go out and shake shit up. The time has come for you to break down those barriers that the marginalized face in seeing an effective counselor. The time has come for you to go from being a performative ally to being a true accomplice. The time has come for you to leave these hallowed halls of New Jersey City University and to sit with those that are different from you. And no matter what you've been taught by your parents and grandparents, one thing I've learned, that everything your mama taught you wasn't right. And then, I might make somebody mad when I say this, everything your church taught you isn't right either. My church taught me, growing up, that I was sinful. And you know what I say to that? That's bullshit. Because I stand strong on who I am. I stand strong on what I know about me. And I stand strong for others that don't have the voice that I have. Because I know that, yes, I have marginalized identities, but I have 3 bars on my sleeve, baby. I got some privilege too. I earned it. And I'm going to use that privilege to give voice to those that don't have a voice. Whether that person be queer, trans, Black, Latinx, Asian, whomever. Whatever your marginalized identity is, baby, I got you. And believe me, when I say I got you, I got you. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of my years finds and shall find me unafraid. No matter what kind of marginalization I may face. The old saying is, that which does not kill you makes you stronger. I mean, there's some nuances to that. But one thing my grandma taught me, God rest her soul, I am my grandmother's son. My grandmother raised me. She said, be who you is. Now, she had nothing higher than an 8th grade education. And she said, be who you is. And that's one message that guides me through this day. I'm going to be who I am. And if someone does not like that, they're the problem, not me. The menace of my years finds and shall find me unafraid. Be your authentic self. Show up with your clients as your authentic self. Because when you show up with your authentic self, your clients will be authentic too. And your clients know when you're being inauthentic, and they will call you out on it on the way out the door. It matters not how straight the gate, nor charged with punishment the scroll. Those times where I saw civil rights leaders walking across the Edmund Pettus Bridge. The times where I saw Bull Connor spraying black and brown and white activists back in the 60s with water and sicking dogs on them. The times that I've seen the images of black and brown bodies being battered by police. The times that I've seen Asian bodies being beaten up and killed because of their perceived blame in bringing the coronavirus here. Those times that I've seen Muslim folks and Sikh folks being accused of being terrorists, whereas white men can do the same things and be heralded. The times I've seen black and brown bodies being controlled for just living and having to prove who they are by someone who has no authority whatsoever. It matters not how straight the gate, nor charged with punishment the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. That doesn't mean that I won't face racism with 3 bars on my sleeve. That doesn't mean I won't face homonegativity and homophobia. That doesn't mean that I won't be the victim of heteronormativity. But what that means is, because I have the tools to withstand all of that, I can stand in the gap for those that don't. I could teach them to advocate for themselves and advocate with them. That means I have to use my voice. You have to use your voice. We can say we're an ally until we're blue in the face. My question is going to be for you, who told you you were an ally? And have you really put skin in the game? Are you really willing to be uncomfortable in fighting for those that don't have a voice? Are you really willing to put yourself in a situation where you may have to challenge your own loved ones and their bigotry? Are you really willing to lose those relationships because you are an advocate and an accomplice for those who are marginalized? Are you really willing to fight against a system that marginalizes you at the very fiber of its inception? Are you willing to take hold of the reins of leadership in a profession that really wasn't meant for us in the first place, and fight from the inside and not lose yourself in that? As a counselor, you have all these tools at the grasp of your hand. But the one tool that you have, that you came to this program with, and I hope you leave with, is your personality, who you are, those things that you've learned, those experiences that you've had growing up. That is the conduit for change. So bring yourself into this counseling room. Bring that fierce advocate that is within you, this fierce advocate that was birthed in you, that was developed here, and now is being pushed out into the world. The world needs you. The world is waiting for you. You are the masters of your fate. You are the captains of your soul. So when you see that person that doesn't look like you, that is being marginalized by someone that looks like you have to take that stand and make that swift decision to act in that person's stead, because you have the privilege to break those walls of marginalization down. You are the masters of your fate. You are the captains of your soul. So whether you're going to go out into the world as a practitioner, go out and go get your doctorate and become a professor, or whatever you're going to do with your degree, remember, you have the tools to shake shit up. You have the tools to change the tide. You have the tools to be the master of your fate. You have the tools to be the captain of your soul. Thank you so much for allowing me this opportunity. You all go out and do your thing, because we need you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Ford. All right, so it's your turn. We're gonna announce your name, and we're gonna ask you to walk the stage. So a little bit of a procedure. We want it to be fair and a little bit rebel. So who said we always have to start with the A of the last name, right? So we're going to start with Z or W this time. And then, it's actually, your seats are that way. So 2020 graduate, ZW, starting from that, and go this, and 2020, go this, go this, go this. So Dr. Torzon will call your name. So I want you to come actually this way. Okay, and then after he calls your name, I want you to come up to the stage. And there's a code from the College of Ed for you to take. So take one code, picture moment, right? And then walk down from this way. Okay? So for those who are sitting on that side, you have to come here to walk the stage. Please go back the room, because there are students who are standing and having the fabulous picture moment, so we don't want to disrupt the picture. So clear? And we'll navigate you. So ready? Just make sure gowns are right, hair is nice. All right, let's start. And then we're going to call everybody's name, those who couldn't make it here today, those who are watching through virtual. So we're going to call all the names. So we kind of have to go a little bit quick, so don't take too much time for picture. You don't have 10 minutes on the stage. But, yeah, I think we got this.
All right, we're going to start with the class of 2020. Roy Williams. Janelle Walters. Diana Vargas. Marvi Sinning. Genesis Sandoval. Johanalise Sanchez. Elizabeth Sanchez. Stephanie St. Jean. Ashley Rosman. Shanyan Rodriguez. Ryan Roche. Guadalupe Rangel. Angelina Prentice. Angela Perkins. Ignacio Perico. Suzanne Pereira. Jeray O'Neill. Gamaterik Moore. Danielle Mixa. Isneri Marrero. Naima Jones. Danya Johnson. Yeah. Tanisha Hutchins. Jakira Howell. Elizabeth Hickey. Ryan Hurd. Carla Garcia. Shahira Garcia. Shlamit Simahan Garate. Shatea Dingle. Barbara DiMaggio. Jose Diaz. Chantel Cordero. Lakeisha Conyers. Tajinia Coffey. Samina Carey. Estefania Cano. Audrey Auguste. Ishat Asif. Lashana Armour. Diorca Alvarez. Class of 2021. Vedora Wright. Dana Waters. Congrats. Sean Vizcaino. Lacey Turner. Melinda Toto. Chloe Sullivan. Nancy Solis. Devinish Santana. Mercedes Ruiz. Katayla Rogers. Chantel Rivera. James Riley. Kiana Reed. Zakia Planton. Richard Pepin.
Maybe I deserve two.
Natasha Payano. Angeline Hayes. Tahisha Pack. Laura Marietta. Damaris Morel. Andre Moe. Nicole Mealy. Miriam Marzouk. Janae Malone. Emily Jones. Ana Carolina Agari dos Anjos. Robin Henning. Evelyn Hayes. Caitlin Flaherty. Okay. And a 2020 graduate, Benedicta Enunbun. Back to 2021, Maria Eliopoulos. Adolfo Diaz Toro. Mara Darcy. Miranda Clinton. Kalina Cheatham. Lindsay Brown. Lawrence Bongon. Erica Belli. Danielle Bell. Minerva Bartolo Mendez. Maysoon Awad. Christine Austin. Amira Atala. Liz Rostegui. Maria Acosta.
All right, so I forgot to tell you one thing, one instruction. So the cord, I know you already put the cord, but if you can take it from your shoulder, from your neck, and after Dr. Tarzan said, congratulations, class of 2020 and class of 2021, a family member, friend will put the cord on you, okay? If you're there, we'll come to you. If you're a participant by yourself, we'll come to you to put the cord. So take the cord out. All right, the cue is Dr. Tarzan saying, congratulations, class of 2020, class of 2021, and you put the code. All right? Okay. You can stand up, maybe. That'll be if you can. If you want to sit in, that's okay. All right.
Is everyone ready? Anyone still needing time? Okay. Congratulations, classes of 2020 and 2021.
Folks, I know you guys are really excited. After you take a couple pictures, I'm going to ask you guys to sit down and give me 5 minutes. Just 5. You can time it. All right, everybody, please sit down. We will give you plenty of time to take more pictures. And I can guarantee you, faculty members are not going anywhere. They'll be here and taking pictures with you guys, okay? All right, at this moment, I would like to recognize 2 faculty members. Dr. Grace Wambu, because of the scheduling conflicts, she cannot make it today, but her heart is with us today. Also, Dr. Georgiou, she was planning to come, but this morning she sent us a message. She has a family emergency, so she cannot be here with us. She was supposed to provide the closing remarks for us today, so I'm going to do it for her. I don't think I'm going to do the same as good job as her, but I'll try my best. All right, thank you. All right, at the very beginning, I want to recognize all the family members. All the family members here, please raise your hand. Thank you. I want to personally thank you, and I also want to personally apologize. In the past several years, maybe 3, maybe 4, we took away a lot of time of your beloved ones. It's our fault, a lot of assignments, a lot of readings, and a lot of struggles, and that's our fault. But also, I want to personally thank everyone. Because of your support, your sacrifice, they can have time to stay up late in classroom with us, or in front of computers with their assignments, or maybe in the Zoom with us. And that's all because of your support and care. And I personally would like to beg you guys to offer them a little bit more support. Because after today, they are going to become our colleagues. They are going to become great counselors. They are going to provide very significant care for people in our community. And that's not an easy job. So I would like to please you, please give them a little bit more support and care. They need you. Thank you. Also, again, congratulations, class of 2020 and 2021. I'm going to officially announce you are no longer our students anymore. Don't make it wrong. I'm not going to abandon you guys, but I'm going to officially announce you guys are our colleagues from now. You are professional counselors from today. And we know you are going to put your heart, your soul into your counseling services in the community, helping your clients. We know you are going to impact your clients with your own life. So I have a couple things I want to remind you guys. And I know you guys probably hear all these things so many times from us. And sometimes we can be a little bit nagging, annoying. But pardon me, for the very last time, nagging you guys. The very first thing, because you are going to bring amazing impact to clients. So the first thing I want to remind you guys, self-care. I have to say, in our profession, in our program, we teach you a lot of things. We talk about self-care, but we may not do a good job. And I do want to apologize. I'm probably that person. I'm not really do a really good demonstration in terms of self-care. But I really want to encourage you, take good care of yourself so you can better take care of your clients and your family members. Can we agree to do that? Yes. Thank you. All right, the second thing, again, I want to remind you guys, our life always have full of, pardon my language, craps. Forgive my language. A lot of ups and downs. So I want to encourage you guys, focus on the donuts and trust the process. We know it already, but again, the delicious part, we shouldn't ignore it. Even the client sitting in front of us, telling us all the difficulties, all the dark stories, there must be something really good in them. At least they are sitting in the room trying to survive with us. We can't ignore that. That's the beauty of life. Let's focus on the donut and help our clients to see their donuts too. Can we do that? All right. And I also want to say, very unfortunate, in our profession, this is not the end. It's not you get the diploma, you're done. You have to continue to get your license, especially clinical mental health counseling students. You have hours you need to accumulate, clinical hours. And even after you get your full LPC, you still need to continue to collect your continuing education units, CEUs. Every year, you need to go to conferences. You need to receive supervision. So I want to encourage you, continue to be a lifelong learner. This is important. Our profession. Yeah, and join NJCA. That's actually the next thing I want to say. So, be a lifelong learner. Learn as much as you can. Learn from your colleagues, learn from your supervisor, and most importantly, learn from your clients. They will teach you a lot. And learn more about yourself. It's never an end that you can fully understand yourself. Learn as much as you can. And the next thing is, not just be a lifelong learner, but also be a leader. Our profession needs you guys. It's not possible to just rely on us, several faculty members, to advocate for our profession. Like what Dr. Ford mentioned, our profession has been discriminated for a long time by social work, by psychology, maybe by some other professions. We are small. But when we get together, we have a voice. So, advocate for our profession. Our clients need us. No matter they are in school setting or in a community, they need us. All right. The very last thing, don't forget yourself. You are a professional counselor now. That's your identity. Never forget it. Remember it in your heart. That's you. All you learn in the program is within you already. We are sure about it. So go for it. Impact your client with your own life. Okay? And the very last thing, don't forget us. You're graduating, but we are here. So feel free to come back to us whenever you want to. Just talk to us. Or even if you need some additional support, we are here. We're not going anywhere. We won't change our emails, right? So please come back to us. Thank you. Again, congratulations. Now you guys can take as many pictures as you want and shout as loud as you want. Congratulations.